As we look ahead to Education 2026, the focus is not just on policies or numbers. It is about how education shapes the lives of millions of learners, teachers, and communities. How can India ensure that every child, whether in a bustling city or a remote village, has access to quality, flexible, and meaningful learning? The coming year is expected to be a crucial turning point in implementing the National Education Policy 2020, that is NEP 2020, and transforming classrooms and higher education across the nation. Well, what is NEP 2020, whose main concept is to turn vision into reality? Notably, by 2026, NEP 2020 is being expected to move from paper to practice. Foundational literacy and numeracy, that is FLN, will ensure that every child develops basic reading and numeracy skills. Multidisciplinary learning will also allow students to explore multiple subjects, creating well-rounded thinkers rather than just specialists. Flexible degree pathways will enable learners to combine courses across disciplines, while outcome-based accountability will measure learning impact rather than rote memorization. The challenge remains that how can schools and universities implement these reforms effectively while ensuring equitable access for all the students?
I'm positive about it. Yeah, it's good.
So, do you think that colleges and schools are meeting students' needs?
I don't think completely because they lack somewhere.
So, what do you think is making studying difficult for students, children, and youth these days?
I think study का pressure, lot of syllabus and time पे complete ना होना, obviously incompletion of syllabus and exams का pressure and जो time schedule थोड़ा कम होता है बच्चों के पास. So yeah.
What changes do you want to see in school or colleges by 2026? Are there any changes that you're looking for?
I think basics clear करना is very important. क्योंकि I have seen lot of students जिनके basics ही clear नहीं होते हैं and they're in masters and I'm shocked, like flabbergasted कि like they're sitting with me in the same class and their basics are not clear. So I think कि practical knowledge थोड़ा सा
बढ़ाने की ज़रूरत
बढ़ाना
है.
है.
So, what do you hope education will be like by 2026? Just a year away, we know we can't make much changes, but what do you expect?
I think NEP का see I don't have lot of knowledge about it, but I think कि बहुत ज़्यादा pressure हो गया. मैंने वो देखा था, उनका pages देखे थे, तो subjects बहुत ज़्यादा और I don't know कौन से subjects हो गए. वो हम normally भी रख सकते थे, but I don't know, maybe difficult होगा cope up करना कुछ बच्चों के लिए. बाकी जो slow learners हैं उनके लिए maybe थोड़ा.
So, how useful are online classes, apps, and the digital tools for students?
मैंने कोविड में ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अटेंड करी है. कुछ यूज़फुल नहीं होता है, डिस्ट्रैक्शन होती है. कभी इंस्टाग्राम, स्नैपचैट, कभी गेम स्टार्ट हो जाती है पीछे. कई तो छोड़ ही देते हैं, लीव कर देते हैं क्लास को. तो आई डोंट थिंक कि
They are helpful, they are useful.
दे आर नॉट.
So, do you think AI tools can help students learn better, or do you think they're creating more pressure?
दे हेल्प स्टूडेंट्स. आई थिंक मैं खुद AI टूल से पढ़ती हूँ तो दे हेल्प, बट एकदम कॉपी पेस्ट करना इज़ नॉट गुड. थोड़ा सा अपने आइडियाज़ और अपने वे में उसको कंस्ट्रक्ट करना आंसर इज़ बेटर.
Are students getting enough access to technology and the internet?
Like student like us, so we are like, but
In
majority,
villages, in
majority
rural
में they
areas.
are not getting, I think.
Well, let us know about Academic Bank of Credits, which redefines learning paths for students. The Academic Bank of Credits has been designed to make education more personalized and mobile. Notably, by 2026, students can be expected and be able to accumulate credits across institutions, combining vocational skills, online courses, and traditional degrees. This system encourages learners to take control of their education, gain practical skills, and prepare for a dynamic workforce. The key question for educators and policymakers is how to ensure that these credits are widely recognized and aligned with industry needs.
Yeah, so if I talk about education system in India, I think nowadays students are getting aware. They're thinking beyond the classroom. They're definitely going to college. They're attending the university. And afterwards, they're also basically engaging in other projects. They're learning different skills, whatever they want to become, whatever is their vision, is their goal. they are basically they're not just spending their time, they're investing their time. I think now I have so many students because I'm the founder of Advi, and I run a training company. So what I advise my students, they must learn the skills and they must focus on internships, and they're doing the course, they're doing their degrees, and along with that they're also participating in different internship programs. They're earning also side by side.
Well, in 2026, the main question also remains that how government and students will be able to bridge the digital divide. Notably, technology is transforming education, but nearly half of India remains digitally excluded. By 2026, expanding internet access, providing affordable devices, and improving digital literacy for both the teachers and students will be essential. How can we ensure that technology bridges gaps rather than widens them? Digital inclusion is no longer optional, it is central to equitable education.
AI is the future of AI is now in the coming time, 2026. If the agriculture student know about AI, then he get job also easily in the coming time. Everybody, even he is doing plant pathology or entomology or biotechnology, any subject he's studying, but he must know about AI. AI, agriculture, he knowledge should know what new things are coming, what new innovations are coming in agriculture.
So I think digital technology, it has pros and cons, I would say. So if you're using social media, you're on Instagram, you're using Facebook, and if you're just passing your time and not using it for any productive work, then definitely it's a con. But if you're using it to earn money, if you're helping other businesses to make their presence online, definitely.
One of the highlighting things in 2026 also remains the PM Shri Schools, that is public education reform. Notably, PM Shri Schools aims to improve the quality and accessibility of public education. By 2026, their hub and spoke model can bring better infrastructure, trained teachers, and holistic curriculum to more students. Community engagement and ownership of schools will be crucial for sustained impact. The challenge lies in scaling all these reforms while maintaining high standards across diverse regions. The next year will also focus on that future-ready degrees and skills. Notably, by 2026, the era of generalist degrees is evolving. Students will need T-shaped skills, deep expertise in one area combined with broader knowledge in others. Courses like BCom plus data analytics, BA plus digital marketing, and science plus AI literacy are becoming standard. Colleges and universities must redesign curricula to prepare students for employability, entrepreneurship, and innovation in a fast-changing global economy. Now, let us understand about the global classrooms and research opportunities that can be expected in the coming year. Notably, India is becoming a hub for global education and research. By 2026, foreign universities operating in India and Indian institutions expanding globally will facilitate credit transfer and collaborative research. Interdisciplinary projects and industry partnerships will enhance innovation. Students will have access to world-class knowledge and global opportunities without leaving the nation. Raising the question, how can India maintain academic excellence while expanding access? Also, deep tech and AI-first learning will also be very crucial and can be expected much more in the coming year from this sector. AI and deep tech will reshape learning by 2026. Teachers will focus on monitoring and creativity, while AI handles routine tasks. Students will engage in hands-on projects in AI, cybersecurity, renewable energy, and semiconductors, preparing for future careers. The challenge lies in integrating technology ethically and effectively, ensuring that human guidance remains central to learning.
The education system is in mess. Higher education is totally in mess. After the implementation of NEP, the students are confused, the teachers are confused, the university itself is very confused. See the date sheet. Every day papers are being postponed, papers are being cancelled, the vacations of the teachers have been done away with. So neither the university is very clear, nor the students, nor the teachers.
So are these schools and colleges meeting students' needs?
Definitely, as per our capacity, we are trying to meet the needs of the people.
So what is the biggest problem students face today?
The biggest problem is the selection of the subjects. They are not very clear what to select. Here, the university system is a total failure. They have neither oriented the students, nor they have guided the teachers with regard to how the selection of the subject should be taken. A student comes to us in BA first year, he doesn't know what subjects to choose. There is NEP, for example, they have to select 2 out of 4 languages, then they have to select a multidisciplinary course, VAC, SAC, okay? They are not clear about all the uses of all these subjects.
So what do you hope for education to be like by 2026?
It should be simple. I mean, the students should be very clear where the education leads them to. The students are not very clear. Okay? The objective of the education is not clear. The objective should be very clear. It should be simplified. It should be useful. It should be job oriented. Somehow, the syllabi should be changed accordingly. That is what we want as a teacher.
So do you think that the online classes, apps and digital tools are being helpful to the students?
No, complete online is again a total failure. Classroom is very important. Classroom attendance is very important because there the concepts get clear. The AI tools or the online classes don't clear the concepts. And unless the concepts are clear, the students don't know how to use the subjects.
What should the government focus more in the education sector?
It should basically try to provide the infrastructure, including the resources to the college. Okay? The human resource, the other resources, and then it should very clearly articulate what the government wants from the education system. The government itself doesn't specify. So that is very important. Unless and until that is clear, I don't think we'll be able to achieve the objectives which we want to, Viksit Bharat and all that. They are all.
The 2026 student, which includes skills, well-being and adaptability. Much more. Let us understand that. The students of 2026 will need adaptability, soft skills and mental resilience alongside academic knowledge. Education systems must support critical thinking, teamwork and lifelong learning. STEM education, particularly for women, must become more inclusive, ensuring that India cultivates talent for future challenges.
राइट नाउ इट इज़ टोटली क्लैप्स क्योंकि जब से कोविड के बाद ना जो ऑनलाइन सिस्टम चला है तो ऑनलाइन सिस्टम से जैसे हम अगर एज अ टीचर हम लगाएं, हमने जो फिजिकल पढ़ाई पढ़ी है, बुक से पढ़ी है, वो मतलब कि बच्चों का जो बेस है ना बिल्कुल जीरो हो चुका है। तो उससे क्या है कि इसको मतलब कि सर्वाइव करने के लिए, इसको दोबारा रिवाइव करने के लिए कम से कम आई थिंक 5 से 10 साल और लगेंगे।
तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि अभी आपको क्या लगता है कि 2026 में एजुकेशन कैसी होनी चाहिए?
2026 में ये है कि बात है कि 2025 की अगर हम बात करें, पहले 2024-2025 के जो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आई है, तो न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ना वो टीचर्स को इतनी ओरिएंटेशन हुई, ना बच्चों की ओरिएंटेशन हुई, कोई इंडक्शन प्रॉब्लम नहीं लगे। तो जिससे क्या है कि हमने न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को अडॉप्ट तो कर लिया, लेकिन टीचर्स को यही नहीं पता कि बच्चों को कौन सी ऑप्शंस देनी है। ना टीचर्स को पता है ना बच्चों को पता है। ये लैग जो है ये यूनिवर्सिटी का लैग है। तो यूनिवर्सिटी के जो कमेटी है, एनडीपी कमेटी बनी है, जहाँ टोटल सेंट्रली की बात करें तो सेंट्रल में 2020 से एनडीपी शुरू हुई है, लेकिन यहाँ पे आते आते डिले इतना हो गया। अभी वो एक होता है ना भी क्यों खिचड़ी बनना, वो चीज हुई है।
So what do you think that the government should focus most in education?
Yes, why not?
What should they focus on?
गवर्नमेंट को जो उनका बजट है, बजट में आई थिंक मोस्टली जो पैसा है वो एजुकेशन और हेल्थ में लगना चाहिए। दीज आर द प्राइमरी जो है हमारे लिए। तो इन द चंडीगढ़ सिटी, चंडीगढ़ भी जो है एजुकेशन हब, लेकिन जब भी मैं चंडीगढ़ का बजट भी देखता हूँ तो बजट में एजुकेशन को ज्यादा अहमियत नहीं दी।
Peanuts ही मिलते हैं। So do you think that AI tools can help students learn better or they are creating more pressure?
They are creating more pressure. They are basically वो इतने की ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं अपना जो ब्रेन है ना वो बिल्कुल ही वो चंक हो चुका है। वो एआई को दे चुके हैं। कुछ भी पूछना है कि आज सपोज करो, छोटी सी एग्जांपल मैं दे रहा हूँ कि एआई से ये पूछना है कि सिंपल मीनिंग ऑफ दिस एंड दिस। भी बच्चों को ये नहीं पता ऑनेस्टी का मीनिंग क्या है, वो भी एआई से पूछ रहे हैं कि मीनिंग ऑफ ऑनेस्टी। तो अगर मैं एआई की सर्च करूँ तो आप रिसेंटली सर्च देखो तो मोस्टली छोटे वर्ड्स हैं जो बच्चों को एआई से पूछने पड़ रहे हैं। तो ये जो है कि बेसिकली बहुत ज्यादा एआई का जो है ना आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का
दुरुपयोग ही हो रहा है।
बिल्कुल।
So how useful are online classes, apps and digital for students?
ऑनलाइन क्लासेस तब यूजफुल होंगी जब हमारा जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है वो थोड़ा सा बेटरमेंट होगा. जब तक हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बेटरमेंट नहीं है, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस यूजफुल नहीं होगी. तो आउट ऑफ द वे मैं कह रहा हूँ कि जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने डिसीजन लिया है कि जितने भी 16 साल या 18 साल से बच्चे हैं उनके सोशल मीडिया बंद कर दिए.
हाँ.
जब तक ये सोशल मीडिया इम्पैक्ट इंस्टाग्राम या आपका स्नैपचैट या आपकी फेसबुक ये चलता रहेगा तो बच्चों का जो है वो ज्यादा चीजें रील्स में जाता रहेगा rather than to
Rather than
progress in
education.
it. Yes.
So what change do you want to see in schools or colleges by 2026?
है कि we should focus more on practical rather than practical. और जितनी प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज बच्चों को हम देना चाहते हैं हम उतनी दे नहीं पा रहे बिकॉज लैक ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है. गवर्नमेंट की सपोर्ट जो है वो बिल्कुल नहीं है लेकिन बिल्कुल बहुत थोड़ी है. हेल्थ और एजुकेशन मतलब कि एक कंट्री के लिए जो मेन जो मोटिव है, जो मेन फोकस है गवर्नमेंट का, वो हेल्थ और एजुकेशन में होना बहुत जरूरी है.
Well, what are the government and what the students are preparing for 2026? Let us understand. Education in 2026 is not just about reforming institutions. It is about creating opportunities, flexibility and equity for every learner. From flexible degrees to AI-driven classrooms, digital inclusion to global collaborations, the focus is on making learning meaningful and future-ready. As we implement reforms, the question remains, are we prepared to turn vision into action and ensure that all the students are equipped for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow?